I was dealing with anxiety, depression.
I had no family, I had no place to live, I had no money, I had no insurance.
Any relationship that I was involved in, I had totally destroyed.
I was scared to death and demoralized beyond belief.
For the last 20 years, in and out of rehab.
I lost my way spiritually. My life had come pretty much to what I thought was the end.
I see your pain from the ashes and rain. You once were standing strong, now you don't know where you belong.
I didn't have many options: commit suicide or to try to get better.
And I definitely need to get help.
The Upper Room Recovery Community is a ministry at First United Methodist Church in downtown South Bend. We work together with the staff with 12-step processes to help people who are in recovery from addiction to alcohol and other drugs. It's a marvelous program with a very good success rate, and we have seen lives transformed over and over again.
Many times individuals have a difficult time getting a healthy support network because by the time they've went through an addiction, they've lost a lot, including family members and houses and support.
For more than 30 years, we have offered this residential program. Part of what the church offers is an incorporation into a faith community where people are welcomed and accepted.
So many times when someone is in early recovery, we're reminded to stay away from those people, places, and things. And that just rolls off our tongue, but the reality is when we go from a treatment facility back to the old neighborhood, we're surrounded by those negative influences that may lead us down that wrong road. The Upper Room offers individuals not only a place to be, but people to be around that are working the same road of recovery together. There's so much positive things to say about recovering in a community setting, and we know that it takes a community to stay clean and sober.
Men in recovery need a safe place to live. They need to have that time to process their sobriety. They also need that sacred moment where they realize and can trust that God loves them. Here at the Upper Room, we provide the environment to meet those needs.
People come from all different kinds of faith backgrounds and experiences to the Upper Room Recovery Community. And I think the important thing is to understand that as part of the 12 steps, they recognize that there is a higher power. Some have had no experience that they know of or understand that they're able to relate to God. And other people come from damaged and broken relationships with the church, with God. And part of what we offer is healing for the brokenness and discovery for those people who've never had a relationship with any kind of higher power at all. And the good news is it really works.
Using the Celebrate Recovery material or program, men learn how to handle the hurts, habits, and hang-ups in their recovery. Another program we use is called Men's Fraternity, focusing on man's core identity and basic manhood issues. We look inside to find some of the reasons of why we are the way we are. We also look at where we're at currently in life and then projecting a plan for our lives and the goals for our future. Another area that we work on is that of accepting responsibility. One of the ways we work on that is assigning chores and tasks that need to be done around the church. And by following through on those chores and tasks, they're able to translate that responsibility into the workforce place, where the ultimate goal is for them to re-enter community by having a job and being employed.
The personal satisfaction I get out of the program is watching individuals grow as men from the standpoint of their initial step into the door, and 3, 6 months, 9 months down the road, and their personality has changed, their outlook has changed, but not without individuals that are helping them in this journey.
I'd come to the Upper Room as a resident. After finishing treatment at the Salvation Army, I'd found myself at a place where I need a little bit more follow through.
I came to the Upper Room directly from treatment, and I had absolutely no hope of ever living a sober, productive life. The thing that I found a little different about this place than any of the other institutions that I lived in was that I was living with a number of men who were serious about their recovery, and I was immediately adopted into this community of men in recovery, and was also immediately adopted into the wonderful, loving congregation that's here in this church, and I've stayed close with both ever since. Been a lot of heartbreak. A lot of the men that come here don't succeed, but I have friends all over the country. At Christmas this past holiday season, I probably got 25 Christmas cards from ex-residents up here that are out living wonderful, productive lives.
Upper Rome is a great place to start to turn your life around. If it weren't for the Upper Rome of the staff, I wouldn't be on the right track.
Something I struggle with are individuals that eventually reach that stage where there's no money left anymore.
And the guys themselves, they're all looking hard for jobs to pay their own way and stuff, but it's pretty hard.
And the expenses of the Upper Room continue to go on a daily basis. We hate to put individuals in a position, of asking them to leave before they're ready to leave. Some individuals in their recovery are just starting to understand what this recovery process is all about. And in asking them to move on, where do they go? While we have fundraising events, grant writing, and rental income, we're also in need of community support.
There's so many ways in which you can help the Upper Room recovery community. Financial support is always needed.
This might involve sponsoring a resident for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, as the individual goes through his stages of recovery to become a productive, contributing member back into society.
The Upper Room is a very important place in danger of going out of existence. People need the Upper Room badly. This place changes lives. It changes families.
It has changed them for all of their lives.
So together we can make a difference with community involvement.